Hi everyone, my name is Phil and welcome to Phil Does 3D. I am a multimedia and 3D artist and I stream live on Twitch on Mondays and Tuesdays at 5 PM Pacific time in the United States, which is 10 AM if you're in Australia, or 1 AM if you're in the UK. I hope you guys and girls had a good weekend. Hope you're all well. Now the lockdown's starting to be lifted, which is good news. Do remember guys, if you do miss the live streams, you can watch them at any time by clicking the videos tab at the top of my Twitch page, because I upload all of my previous streams to the videos section. We're going to continue working on the House in the Hollow game, which you can wishlist right now on Steam. Just type !Steam in Twitch chat or click the graphic in my panels below my stream. That'll take you to the Steam store page. We're working on the study for that game, texturing up the assets in Substance Painter, UV mapping them in Rhizome UV. We're going to continue doing that today. We worked on the fireplace last week. So we might switch it up and just do a couple of the smaller assets, maybe a candle holder, a pen, and then we're still going to do the fireplace poker and all that sort of stuff. So that's probably for tomorrow. But I think we'll do the candle today and the pen probably today, because we should be able to knock those out pretty quickly. Do remember though, if you've got any questions while I'm working, please feel free to pop into chat and ask me. If I can help you in any way, I'm happy to try. If you just want to pop in and say hello, that's always welcome. But if all you want to do is watch, that is completely fine. So let's jump straight into it, shall we? We're going to start working on this candle today. We're just going to UV map it and texture it up in Substance Painter. Got to stop touching my face. It's so hard to do. I'm so used to touching my face. All right, let's start texture mapping this up. I'm just going to go into isolation mode on this part of the candle. And I just want to check that I can separate these. Yes, I can. Good. Okay. Let us send this over to Rhizome. Alrighty, we'll go into sub-object mode and hide the rest of it. And let's map it using, let's try this one. No, let's not try that one. Let's try this one. No. Not the cleanest cuts around, but because it's going to be metal, it should be okay for what we want. Oh, oh man, I sent it back and didn't mean to. Let's send that back again. It's the beginning of the week, leave me alone. Okay, so again, back into isolation mode for this piece. I might just try a couple of these others, see if they're going to give us a good result. And they're not. We might go with this unwrap. It has fewer seam lines. Let's try optimizing the mesh. Right. I'm getting a bit of stretching there, so let's try a different one. Same deal, a bit of stretching. That's not good. We're getting a bit of stretching happening there. I might just go back to this one. We might just do a bit of an optimize on the mesh, or on the UV. It's a bit better. So I'm just going to do these. I'm not going to do them all together. I'm just going to do two at a time. Just helps the algorithm to work the unwrap out a little bit better. Okay. Now I think that's all of it done. Let's send it back. And I'm just going to throw an unwrap UVW down and get Max to do a pack on everything. And let's just double check our textile density. We want to check and let's tile it, I don't know, 20 times. Hook that up. And our textile density looks good. Okay. Unhide. Let's send the candle over. I'm going to be using a candle shader in the Unreal Engine UE4, but it still needs to be UV mapped. So. And this candle is going to sit on Mr. Barrett's desk in his study. Let's try this one. No, not that one. Again, it's a really weird shape for it to try and do an unwrap on. It's not bad except for just there. Let's see if we can get a better result. No. I think that's better. We have a lot more cut lines, but again, it's going to be a wax shader, so no pattern or anything, it should be fine. Okay, send it back. And we can't forget the little wick. Nope. Nope. That one should work for what we want. Let's send it back. Stop that, Max. Okay, now I'm going to keep the candle wax separate because it has a separate material. The same with the base of the body and the same with the wick, because the wick, the candle and the body will all have different materials inside of Unreal. My phone is going off, guys. Just excuse me for 1/2 a second. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so what we're going to do now is export the... I already have a wax candle material inside of our UE4 in the game engine that we're using, as well as a wick, so we won't have to worry about materials for those two. But so let's just texture up the candle body inside of Substance Painter. So let's export selected. Not the fireplace, we want the desk candle. Alrighty, let's jump into Substance Painter. Create a new project. What? Did not mean to do that. Desk candle, compute tangent space. You'll see that the inner ring here does not have inner polys, again because that's all covered with the candle, so it's just wasting polygons. That's why it's see-through there. We won't see that in the game though. Okay, let us bake our maps. Ready? And let's find a material we can use. I'm going to start with just with a wrought iron, I think. I might just look at my smart materials. I'll know it when I see it. Okay. Let's have a look at this one. Alright, let's just delete the layer at the bottom because it's just a blank layer Substance creates when it creates a new project. And I'll have a look at this one as well. pull back a little bit on the curvature. Okay, now let's throw down this one down. And throw down a smart mask. Let's have a look at the dirt soft edges. Just going to pull up a little bit on the gold, because who doesn't like gold? Okay, now let us throw down let's have a look at the dirt. Might just change the blending mode. Make it look really dirty and old. Might just pull it back just a little bit. Good. Okay, let's save that. There's this candle, and export the textures. And we're going to export them as 1024 should be plenty big enough. We could probably even go down to 512 if we wanted to. We can always come back and re-export if they're too big. We think they're too big. Okay. Well, let's jump back into Max. We don't have to worry about the candle because that shade has already been made, or the wick. So I'm just going to save the project. So before I save it, what I need to do is attach everything and re-export the model. So we'll start with candle base, collapse the stack. And attach the candle and the wick. Re-export the model. I'm going to call it desk candle condensed. And save the file as a new version, just in case I ever need to go back. Alright, let's move on to the next asset, which will be the pen. One of those old-timey pens. Again, let's start UV mapping it up. We're getting a bit of stretching with the red, but not enough to worry about. Nope. Nope. Might just do a little bit of manual cleanup. Send it back. Send that back. The Hambone, howdy to you, Hambone. How are you going? Did you have a good weekend? Now that everything's starting to be unlocked again, we can all start going out slowly and gradually. I hope you're well, Hambone. Been doing any coding? It's good to see you though. Been very quiet in chat this morning, unusual. It was okay? Well, it's good to hear. Better okay than bad. Hambone says, hope you're well, and yeah, a little coding. Good to hear. Yes, no, I'm really well. Thanks for asking. I'm good. Can't complain. Well, I can always complain, but I won't. I won't. It's fine. Okay, so I think we've done everything. Let's just double check by throwing a checker pattern down. But yes, no, I'm good. Working from home like everyone else. I work from home most of the times anyway, so not so much of a big deal for me. I know you see our textile densities all over the shop, so let's fix that up. Before I do that though, what I need to do is I need to do vertex coloring because we want some different materials on different parts of this. So that and the pen tip, the pen holder. Let us, actually before I do that, let's attach everything. So I'm going to collapse the stack. Hambone says, all your dreams are coming true. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say that. But I can't complain. Okay, so that's everything attached together. Let's throw an unwrap UVW down and fix our textile density. And that looks good. Oh, it's been such a strange time with everybody in lockdown, working from home, not being able to go outside. But they are starting to ease restrictions now where I live here in Victoria in Australia. The government are gradually starting to ease things up. You can have groups of 10 people now. It used to be only 2, now it's 10. Outside, of course. Confusion! It's good to see you, Confusion. How are you? Says, hey there, my friend. How's it going? How are you? I'm really well. I hope you had a good weekend, Confusion. I hope you're well. You been doing any 3D work or any artwork at all? Remember, guys, if you haven't joined the Discord server, you should join it and show your work in the gallery. I'll show it off on stream. I've just popped a link to the Discord server in the Twitch chat. Okay, so now we've done that. We've checked our texel density. Let's remove the checker pattern. We don't need that there now. But we need to do some vertex coloring. So let's collapse the stack. And this bit we want to be a yellow. This bit on the end, we're going to make it a mid-grey. And that will leave this bit and this bit. Let's make them different. We could make them all the same colour material in Substance Painter, but let's do it a bit differently. Make it a bit more interesting. Let's make this bottom bit, I don't know, an aqua colour. Well, purple. Purple will do. And let's make the top bit green. You're doing great from work and chill. Purple? It's not going to be purple. These are just the colours we're using for vertex colouring before we take it into Substance Painter. So if I turn on Vertex Colour channel, that's just so we can assign different materials to different parts of the pen when we get into Substance Painter. So it's just so we can separate the materials. A green and a purple pen. Let's do a quick save. You scared me with that colour. You're joking it. You've seen me work last week the way we were doing it. Let's export our pen. We did the candle holder before you guys popped into chat. Now we're doing the pen. We got the candle holder done real quick. I'm calling it ink pen. Let's jump into Substance Painter. And this is the candle holder. We just textured up. Let's create a new project. Thanks, I'm glad you like it. So let's select the pen we just exported. I thought we'd work on a few smaller bits and pieces because we worked on the fireplace last week, you know, the bigger objects for the room. I thought it might be more interesting to work on a couple of the smaller assets that are going to sit on the desk. Okay, let's bake out our maps. I like to bake out at 2K even though we're only going to be exporting this as like probably a 512 texture. Bake. It just makes it easier for us to see what's going on in the viewport if it's a higher resolution than what we actually need. Alrighty. What do we got here now? Let's start with the gold bits. So the nib and the holder here at the end of the pen. And for that, we will go with, we could try brass. I'm really only looking at the end of the pen here and the nib. That's sort of what this is going to be. That should be all right. Let's mask with color selection. Oh, wow. Why, Adobe, why? I bake out my maps and for some reason they've changed the ID from vertex to material. We have to bake it as a vertex color, not a material color. Let's just bake that again. There we go. Now we've got our colors and we're going to pick that color there. What I want to do is I want to throw a color underneath of that. So let's go with Let's go with... Pen needs to be old. Yes, it does need to be old. That's what we're going to try and work on right now. So let's throw down... Let's have a look at this one here. And again, I'm going to group both of these together. We're going to delete the blank layer at the bottom. And I'm going to throw a smart mask. Let's go with the surface worn. Again, I'm going to mask with color selection on the group, so we're not getting distracted by everything. Let's play with our mask. And the gold looks a bit old and rusted up. Alright, let's look at the body of the pen now. So, let's see, what do we got here? Okay, we have, let's have a look at look at this hard plastic. I'm going to mask it with color selection. Might just knock the gloss back a little bit. Maybe wood, yeah, wood. Pens can be wood, yeah, they can be wood, can't they? Maybe, let's have a look. Let's see. What do we got here? It could be a metal as well. We could go with let's see what this metal looks like. Keep that in mind. Let's just turn the other one off. Wood and gold rings. Let's see what a wood looks like. So let's see what this plastic looks like. Come on. Drop. Drop. What you doing? Drop. Oh, if you crash on me, I swear to God. I don't trust this program. We should have saved. Yeah, the shader that I'm throwing down there is the smart material is actually quite a complicated smart material, so hopefully it's just working that out in the background and not about to crash on me. It's taking it a while. I gotta love software. I don't like the fact that it's taken it so long. We'll wait. No plastic, that's happened. I'm just going to open up my task manager. I want to see what's going on with the program. You won't see it. It's on my second screen. I just want to make sure the program has not crashed. No, it doesn't appear. Oh, maybe. It may have crashed. Let's say. Oh, that's so annoying. So annoying. Confusion says, I mean, don't drop plastic because it doesn't work. It's a wood pencil. Oh, why did you crash on me? I really do think the program may have crashed. Oh, this is the very latest version of Substance Painter from Adobe. I installed it last week, the update. Yeah, no, it should not be taking that long. Well, that's really annoying. It did get there eventually. Wow, how about that? But let's not tempt fate. There we go. I've just removed it. I'm just going to do a quick save. Pen. Where's the pen? Ink pen. Just in case. Alright. So we started with plastic. We decided no, we didn't like that. Then we went to a metal, which might be okay. I'm just going to remove the plastic flag. There's no point in having it there if it's not needed. Wood. So we're looking for a wood. Let's have a look at the walnut. No, I don't like that. Let's jump back into our materials and see if we can't mix something up. See, all of my pens are actually plastic, I guess. Not a plastic, but you're like, a ceramic. I actually don't think I've seen a wooden pen. I know they're around, but it's visually trying to picture it in my head. I can't actually picture a wooden pen. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Hambone says, made my first gallery post. It's nothing special. Let's have a look. Don't think if you post in the gallery I won't see it because the Discord is opened while I'm working. Because I want to show some images that Android last posted of a car that he's working on, stylized cars. They look really cool. Hambone says, just a little stuff with my basic 3D rendering engine. Use some basic models using Blender with basic materials. I'm moving objects as child of other objects. Okay, cool. Let me just copy this link. I normally wait till the end of the stream to show the work, but we can do it now. Why not? If you want to know more about me, you don't know who I am, you can go to phildoes3d.com. So my Twitch username, put a .com on the end of it. Will take you to my website and you can check out my social media, ArtStation, all that sort of stuff, my gallery. But this is Hambone. Just going to zoom in a bit. So you've got child following other objects. Objects as childs following other objects. Cool. So is this just, are you testing stuff, Hambone, or are you planning on putting this stuff in maybe a game? Or so I know you were talking about making a game last time I was speaking with you. You even showed some of the stuff you had, some of the assets you had made up. It looked really cool, from what I remember. Cool. The game studio, I work for two studios. Anyone that's watching who doesn't know me or hasn't watched my stream before, I work in an artviz studio and I also work for a game studio. I used to work in film as well. And we've actually, the game studio that I'm working with, we just need to update to the new version of the Unreal Engine because 4.25 was released a few days ago by Epic Games. So we're looking at upgrading the engine, the game to that at the moment. But it looks cool. What is this done in, Hambone? Hambone says, still the car. It is very nice. Android Lust car, which I will show toward the end of the stream. I just want to wait to see if Android Lust pops in. Stylized cars for background assets for something that Android Lust is working on. Hambone says, sorry, didn't mean to. No, it's fine. Hambone says, yeah, might make a small game, maybe a library soon. Hambone says, it's my own little 3D engine. I wasn't going to say, but I thought you were writing your own game engine. Yeah, very cool. Because I remember you showing assets a few months ago now, and that was looking really cool. The little game you looked like you were coming up with, but very nice. I can't wait to see more of this game. So yeah, thanks for letting me show it. And I'm impressed, like I said, that you can write your own 3D engine. I think that's very impressive. Let's have a look at this wood. Let's just mask it with color selection. And I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to leave it there temporarily. And we're going to see what other woods we have here. Can a pen be leather? Hambone says it's pretty fun, but not recommended though. Well, it's way above my ability to be able to write a game engine. I mean, I can work with them. I've done programming as well as design at uni, but I could not write my own game engine. I can do some coding, but I couldn't. I'm not that good enough to write a game engine. Okay, we have this varnished wood. What's that? No, that's absolutely terrible. Well, maybe just turn the hide information off, see if it improves it. This is actually wood, but it looks more like a leather, really. Hambone says, I need to do more Blender. I'm excited to do more Blender. Again, Blender's a free 3D program you guys and girls can use. You don't have to spend a cent if you want to do 3D. You download Blender from blender.org and use it for free. Can't get better than free. We love free. Okay. Again, I'm just going to turn that off temporarily and we're going to keep looking through our little list here. We have a walnut, which we could do a rotation of 90 degrees on. Let's see what we've got here, what we can do. Well, let's see what we can come up with as far as a good blend goes. So let's group these together. Again, let's mask with color selection. Alrighty, let us use a smart mask. And let's go with, let's see what stains and scratches gives us. It might be a little hard for you guys to see, but it's just giving us like a two-tone color. If I turn that layer off, you can see what I mean. Just so that it doesn't look flat, the color doesn't look completely flat. We're adding a little bit more variation into the color of the wood. Then we have this underlying layer here. Let us let's throw a mask on this layer as well. Let's try surface worn. I might just change the tiling on this underlying layer a little bit as well. Looking old enough for you, Confusion? And yeah, the guys and girls that watch my stream, quite a few of them use Blender, getting back to Blender. And they love it, so. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to duplicate this entire group. And we're just going to change our color selection to the top. I'm just going to make a few changes to this one. Hambone says, try more Blender. Wow, I'm tired. I had to get up at 6 a.m. Man, what time is it where you are now, Hambone? I got up at 6:30. So let's just change our mask a little bit. No, I don't want that to happen. Why is that happening? That's because I have two color selections. Let's remove the blue on that one. There we go. It's 8:50 p.m. That's a long day, 6 a.m. to nearly 9 p.m. Usually wake up at 8. Yeah, I tend to get up really early now. I go to bed really late and get up really early. I don't know, I'm an idiot. I'm one of those real strange people. I can't sleep in anymore. I used to be able to get up at midday when I was a bit younger, but I can't do that now. I tend to get up really early. I go to bed early and get up early. I go to bed late and get up early. Let's have a look at this mask. No, that's not the one. I'm just going to remove the blue from that one. So I'm going to remove that color selection altogether. I'm going to clear the mask. Actually remove the mask. Let's make some changes to the color here. So the top layer, I'm going to darken it up. Hambone says, how many hours of sleep? No, look, I don't get enough. I get about 5 hours sleep a night, usually. Particularly at the moment because I'm working for the two different studios. I've got a lot of work to do. So I tend to work quite a lot. So generally I go to bed, depending on my workload, but I usually go to bed around 2ish, and then I get up at about 6:30. So 4.5 to 5 hours sleep usually, which is really not enough. You should get a minimum of 6 hours sleep a night, and that's why I end up getting sick half the time. Looks great, good. You like the wood grain there? It looks old. You said make it old, so we're making it old. Hambone says I get headaches when I don't sleep a lot. Yeah, I know. I have to though. There's just so much work on at the moment. Even with everything going on in the world and in the economy with the human malware, there's still a lot of work. The game studio alone, because making a game, even, I'm not doing it on my own, I'm doing it with other guys, but it's still so much work. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but man, is it a lot of work. Not to mention the ArchViz stuff as well on top. Android Lust, hey, we were just talking about you. Hambone posted an image of something he's working on because he's making his own 3D engine and a game in the gallery, and I saw that you posted those cars, Android Lust, and I want to show them off at the end of the stream, so remind me if I forget, because they look really cool. But it's good to see you, Android Lust. I hope you're well. Hope you had a good weekend. Well, we have to call it human malware because the C word, if all my videos get uploaded to YouTube, and YouTube does terrible things with your videos if you mention the C word, as in COVID 19. You've got to try and avoid mentioning that if you upload your videos to YouTube, because that automatic AI will do really bad things with your videos. So we don't mention the C word. We call it human malware. So we can talk about it and get around those problems with YouTube. Okay, now I'm just noticing, see this line here? I think that might be to do with the ambient occlusion. No, it's not the ambient occlusion. It may be, is it the normal map? No, it's not the normal map. It's actually the way it's been UV mapped that's causing that line. So what we're going to do, I think, is I'm going to do a quick save. And just trying to work out which one that, okay. I think we may have to jump back into Rhizome just so we can fix the UV mapping. Hambone says, yeah, games are just infant amounts of work. Yeah, that's right. You know how much work goes into making a game. It's so much work. Most people, I think, that play computer games, if you don't work with them, don't really understand how much work goes into making a game. It's so much work. I mean, it's fun work, but man, it's a lot of work. That's why these games, these AAA games, take years and years to make. Like, the GTA 5s and the Red Dead Redemptions and Cyberpunk 2077. Because there's so much work, and the bigger the game, or the bigger the scope of the game, work just gets astronomically huge. Android Lust says, yeah, I saw Hambone's work. You're doing good. Good to hear, Android Lust. Hambone says, I love your car. Pretty amazing. Android Lust says, thanks. I plan on making a lot of them if I can. Because you're using them as background assets, aren't you, Android Lust, in what you're working on? Sell them. Hambone says, yeah, they are. They're very cool. I love the stylized look of them. Android Lust says, so I can use them in the future. I didn't think of, so you should. You guys remember, I sell my work online, my 3D models. I sell on the creative market, on my own website, phildoes3d.com, and I also have a very small selection on ArtStation in their marketplace. A very small selection, like only 4 models. Most of my models are for sale on my website or on the creative market, at least at the moment. But you should. I'm not saying you're going to make huge amounts of money from selling your work online, but you make enough of, for a bit of pin money, as they used to call it. Not even I call it pin money. That's like from the 40s. But just a bit of extra income always helps. So you should think about selling them. Android Dust says, yep, just background and stuff. Yeah, they look really cool, and I will show them at the end of the stream. Please remind me if I forget. I've got Discord open here. Hopefully I'll remember. Android Dust says beer money, but I don't drink beer, neither do I. But yeah, a bit of beer money, bit of extra income. I don't drink beer either. I don't like the taste of beer. I mean, occasionally I'll have a Corona, the beer, occasionally with lemon or lime in the top of the bottle, but I generally don't like the taste of beer, which is unusual being an Australian because, you know, just about every Australian loves beer except me. So we're going to jump back into Rhizome here. It's going to jump back here. I'm going to just attach this piece of the model, because this is the piece we're having a problem with the UV mapping on, and we're going to send that back over to Rhizome. Hambone says you can't upload this now. We're talking about beer, YouTube. Well, it's an AI that does all of the banning of videos and stuff, so it probably won't know the difference. And you're probably right. You're probably right. I probably won't be able to update it, upload it to YouTube. But it's going to go up anyway. Android Lust says beer reminds me of coffee. Both don't taste good. Oh, you will get banned. You know how much I love my coffee. Coffee keeps me going. If it wasn't for coffee, I'd be a wreck on the floor, rocking backwards and forwards. I love my coffee. Oh, hydrate. Okay. More hydration. Hydrate with coffee, which is terrible to hydrate with, but anyway. I do have water here as well, but I hit the coffee whenever I can. So there you are. I have hydrated. I was told using channel points there that I had to hydrate, so I have. Let's see if we can't get a better unwrap happening on this this piece of geometry. It's a very strange unwrap it's done, but and we are getting stretching inside. Again, we're never going to see that. That's inside of the pen. It's the outside here I'm more worried about. No, that's going to give us a better result, so I'm going to send that back to Max. We're now going to just reattach it to everything else. Of course, now that we've changed the UVs, we have to repack it. I'm also going to rotate this. I don't want it at an angle. So we want it to be more vertical. We're going to repack it again, not use this pack tool over here in Max. We're going to use the one under the tools menu. And we're going to make sure that rotate and fill holes is turned off. We can actually turn fill holes on, but we want rotate turned off. Okay. Now we just need to re-export the model again. Ink pen. Let's jump back into Substance Painter and update our project configuration, reload the ink pen. We are going to have to rebake out our maps. Just wait for Substance to catch up. Again, let's make sure we're on vertex color. Good. Andrew does says, nice fountain pen. Thanks. I'm glad you like it. Okay, now we don't have that problem we were having before with the line showing up. Confusion wanted me to make a really old fountain pen, so we made a really old fountain pen. Wax Kink, it's good to see you, Wax Kink. Says, howdy there, Phil. How have you been, brother? I've been good. How have you been? Did you have a good weekend? Are you coping? Have you coped with all the isolation? And now that we're starting to be let out of lockdown, at least in the state that I'm living in, they're gradually lifting restrictions, which is good. Be nice to get out of the house for a little while. But it's good to see you, Wax Kink. I hope you're well. I hope you had a good weekend. Confusion says, like it, good. Okay, we have our old, the end piece here. I don't really want to leave that white though, so let's fix that up. So let's just throw a material on that end piece. Before we do that, let's do a quick save. Wax King says, been doing great and working and studying non-stop. Well, that's the way to do it. I'm all behind work and study. It's been pretty bad actually with all of the people and stuff that have lost their jobs because of the human malware. Bad. It's been bad all around for a lot of people. So I'm glad you're well. I'm glad you're working a lot. Glad you've got a job to work in. Yes, it's just, if you are looking for work, I wish you luck. Anyone watching, that is, that might be looking for work, just hang in there, keep at it. I'm sure you'll get a job eventually. It's just everybody at the moment, like I know in this country, I know in the United States, you've had a lot of people lose their jobs, like 30 million people or something, I think I heard. It was a lot of people. But in Australia, there have been a lot of people as well. There's been at least 1 to 1.5 million people have lost their jobs, so because of all the things closing down, like restaurants and cafes and all that sort of jazz. Not good. Andrew Loss says, yeah, I have a lot of friends who lost their jobs. A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck, and it really sucks. Yes, a lot of people do. I mean, I can't say I've got huge savings in the bank myself, and I work 2 jobs. So yeah, people do. They live paycheck to paycheck. And so when something happens, like they unexpectedly lose their job because of the malware, human malware, a lot of people can be in really serious trouble. It's not good. Not good all around. And it can take a while to find another job once you've lost your job. It's not like, you can just waltz into another job. It does take a while. Let's make sure we did a save here. Or it can take a while. I'm just looking for something for that little bit on the end there. I think I do want it to be a light colour, like a white, but an off-white. Let's have a look at this one. And let's mask with colour selection to that nib of the pen. Wax King says, I will be done with my Colt revolver soon, so then I can share it with you guys. Cool. We look forward to seeing it. Remember, pop it in the gallery when you're happy and you want to show it off, and I'll show it off on the stream. Because we want to see this Colt revolver as well. So yes, remember guys, if you're not a member, if you're not subscribed to my Twitch channel, do not post links in Twitch chat. You'll get timed out. But everyone can post links to their work on the Discord server, the Phil Does 30 Discord. So, and I love looking at the stuff you guys make. Looks great, thanks Edward. Wax King says, just got all the bakes done today. Cool. Alright, so we have our really old pen here. I don't think we need to do much else to it. Let's just do a quick save. Let's export the textures. And I think 512 is big enough for this little pen. Now this is just probably going to be sitting on Mr. Barrett's desk. I just wanted to create some assets to place on the desk so the desk looked used. You know what I mean. And this is just something to sit on the desk. Ink pen. And we're going to save it as... No, not 2048, that's way too big. We're going to save it as 512. Save it. Alrighty, let's keep going. We're racing through these assets today. Do I need to resave this? I don't think I do. I'm just going to do a quick save. And we're going to work on... Let's get the fireplace completely done. We worked on the fireplace itself last week. We'll do the fireplace tools today to finish off the fireplaces. Oh, hang on. This was the wrong one. Let me just redo that. Max does an auto backup and it's very annoying. I must look through the... Since I've updated to Max 2021, I normally turn this auto backup off. And I thought I had, but it looks like I may not have. Just looking through here, backup. Yeah, very annoying. This is the one I want. I'm just going to quickly have a look through the preferences. I'm sure I turned auto backup off. Auto backup is not enabled, so it should not be auto backing up. Is there something I've forgotten to do? I've turned off backup on save. Let's just turn this auto backup down. We'll keep an eye on it. It should not be auto backing up. I've got everything switched off. So yes, now this is going to actually sit inside the fireplace. So this is what the logs will sit on as they're burning. And then I thought we needed a couple of tools to have beside the fireplace, because why not? So let's UV map them up. Wax King says, well, it was nice to see you guys. It's been a long day and I'm head to sleep. Have a great night, everyone. You too, Wax King. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. My apologies for taking so long to see you, to see the message. You have a good night's sleep, Wax King. Android Dust says, see you. Looking forward to seeing the cult. Yes, we are, as Android Dust says. We are looking forward to seeing the cult revolver. So pop the image on the Discord in the gallery when you're done, when you're ready. Alrighty, let's start sending these over to Ryzen to UV map them. No, not that one. No, not that one. No, not that one. So I might do these myself by hand. So instead of relying on the automated tools over here, I might just actually unwrap this one myself. Because why not? I can do a better job than any automated tool, I think. Let's cut that one there. Looks like I messed up there. Let me just redo that. Why are you being so difficult?
Take me back to the days, holding hands and laughing the nights away. Will things ever be the same? I was your man and I wanted back.
And cut that one.
Chasing our dreams for what it would seem. A family, 2 kids in a house by the sea. Those were the days, how fast they would change. Now I'm standing here wishing back to that way.
And cut that one.
Without you, girl, I'm paralyzed. I want you back here, you and I won't give up, I can't.
And cut that one. And we're going to do a cut line along the back because the fire tools will sit facing forward like this in front of the fireplace, which means the player will never be able to get behind to see the seam line, so we'll do a cut along the back.
You are something else. Why can't we work this out?
Same with this one.
Love is for real when I've got you by my side, and I can't forget the day that we met. I want you to realize what we've got is hard to find. Without you, girl, I'm paralyzed.
Alright, let's do an unwrap, optimize, and a pack. And send that back to Max. Alright. Let's do these little bits. Let's see what the automated tools give us. No. 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 Okay, we can use the automated tool and we'll just do some cleanup, some manual cleanup. Okay, let's send that back. Let's do this bit. Again, I'm going to do this one by hand. Cut. And cut. And again, we'll do the seam line along the bottom where it's never going to be seen. Mess that up. Okay, let's do an unwrap, a pack. Now what's going on there? Did I forget to do a cut here? No. There we go. Send that back. Alrighty, let's keep going here. Let's send this over. Can we go into sub-object? No, we can't. Alright. That's a bit annoying. Again, I might do the unwrap on this by hand. I think it will be easier than trying to rely on the automated tool. So let's cut there. Cut there. I watched the Ghost in the Shell series, the new season of Ghost in the Shell on Netflix. It was pretty good. It's like a series, a new series, Ghost in the Shell series. And yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I watched it over the weekend. So if you have a Netflix account and you want to watch something, I can recommend it. Is it live action? It's not live action, it's 3D. So it's basically 3D background environments with animated manga cartoon characters. So yeah, 3D backgrounds with 2D characters. Which initially put me off when I first started watching it. I thought, oh, I don't like that. But after you get into it, it's not bad. It's pretty good. You can look past that. So yeah, I like 3D. Like I like the Resident Evil, Vendetta, and all those sort of 3D movies that are 3D animated. I was just used to the original Ghost in the Shell being just manga, being just anime, 2D. But this new series, yeah, it's 3D backgrounds with 2D characters. But the story was really good. And visually it was nicely done. I mean, the 3D work in it wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad. It's certainly worth watching though. If you're bored one day and you've got a Netflix account, check it out. Confusion says, I will go to sleep. I'm tired. Here it's 3:20 a.m. Well, you have a great day too. Confusion says, have a great day and thanks for sharing. No problem. Thanks for being here and popping in, Confusion. You have a good night's sleep. Let's do a cut there. And let's do these ones down here as well. Let's do a cut in here. Okay, let's do another cut around here. And a cut around here. And then one in here. Okay, and then we're going to do a cut along the back. And along the back. And along the back. One through there. One through there. Oh. And I guess we'll do one from there down to there. You might just cut out the top as well. Okay. That looks good. Let's send that back to Max. Let's send the next one over. And we'll do the same thing, we'll just start slicing it up a bit. And this one. And this one. Oh, looks like I messed up there. And then we'll do this one. And this one. Oh, messed that one up a bit. And then the outside edge. Where's Smurfberry Barbecue? It's unusual for him not to be here. Mina Tums, thank you for following the channel, Mina Tums. I do appreciate it. My apologies if I'm mangling your username. But thank you for the follow, Mina Tums. Let's cut that. Okay, let us... No problem, Android Lust. Yeah, I was saying, I wonder where Smurfberry is. No Smurfberry Barbecue. That's okay. The most important people are here, and that's you, Android Lust. You pronounced it just fine, Minatum says. Good. Because I always get usernames wrong. Always. But I'm glad I pronounced it. Welcome to Phil Does 3D, Minitums. Do remember, if you want to join the Phil Does 3D Discord server, I've just popped a link in Twitch chat. You don't have to, but there's a section there where you can show up your work in the gallery and I can show it on stream. Don't post links in Twitch chat. Only subs can do that, but everyone can post links in Discord. There's also a section where there's a tutorials and tips section where you can find a lot of interesting info that the users have posted on tutorials and tips, funnily enough. There's also a section where you can show up your post links to your ArtStation or your folio and stuff. So there's a good group of guys and girls on the Discord server. Everyone's very friendly, very helpful. If you ever got a question or a problem, you can jump on the Discord and ask it. Okay, I'm going to slice it through here. Andrew Dust says Smurf may have gotten busy. He's never late. Yes, I know he is never late. That's why. Yeah, and he normally tells me if he's not going to be able to make a stream. He usually lets me know, but I haven't heard from him. I hope he's okay. Minitum says, love the work so far. I'm trying to catch more 3D art streams on here and be social while I work on my own stuff. That's what everyone likes to do. That's what a lot of the guys and girls that watch me do. They work as well. They're working while they're watching me. Working on my own stuff as well. I'm a recent graduate doing 3D in New York City. So it's really easy to get stuck in my own bubble with the current state of affairs. Yeah, I know. You guys in New York have had it really bad. I'm glad that you're well and you're healthy and happy. I'm hoping that you're okay. I know it's been tough on you guys in New York. Well, it's been tough on everyone around the world, but particularly you guys in New York. So you just graduated. That's cool. Andrew, that says that mainly we do not discriminate on software. No, that's right, unless it's Daz 3D. I use 3D Studio Max. A lot of the guys use Blender. We've got one or two guys that use Cinema 4D. Some people that use Maya. Everybody uses all different 3D software. We don't play favorites. All 3D software is good. You use what you feel most comfortable with, or more importantly, what you can afford to use. Because Blender is completely free, so no excuses not to do 3D work. Remember, I'm actually working on assets here for a game that I'm working on with a game studio. Like I said, that you can wishlist right now on Steam. Just click the graphic in my panels below my stream or type !Steam in Twitch chat to get a link to the Steam store page. If you want to check the game out. Look, that I'm working on. Even though you can only wishlist it. It hasn't been released yet, the game, because I'm still making. Well, the guys and I at the studio are still making it. And this is one of the assets that I'm working on right now for the game. Oh no, don't do that. Okay, let's cut that.
Looking right, left, going straight. Don't know where to go, wanna hide away. I'm reflecting myself.
And normally the automated tools in this program are very good, but sometimes with really weird shaped geometry, it's just easier and better just to do it by hand. Alright, so how are we going here? Android Lost says, man, you're in ground zero for Corona, yeah. We've been quite lucky here. I live in Australia, and although we've had some deaths here as well, and a lot of infections, nowhere near as many as you guys overseas have had, thankfully. It's a nasty, nasty little virus. Minotum says, yeah, it's crazy out this way, but luckily we're all safe and healthy. Well, that's good to hear. It is. It's a really, really nasty, nasty virus. Not good at all. I mean, the virus isn't really nasty. The virus is just doing what viruses do, but just the way it affects people and how badly it affects some people, it's just terrible. Minotum says it's spooky. The spooky part is how many jobs pull out. We banked a lot on advertising gigs since coming in, since they can't do live action, but everyone started going in-house and abandoning contract gigs. Yeah, it is. The entertainment industry has been hit really badly, really hard, even in this country. So, and all of the offshoots to the entertainment industry as well. That's it, yeah, it is. A lot of people have lost work. A lot of people. It's not good. Android Lust says America didn't prepare well enough. Minotum says, gosh, yeah. Yeah, that's what the impression I get watching the news here in Australia, that, yeah, it hit you guys really hard and really fast, and the preparation was not as good as it could have been. But the UK is the same. I get the impression the UK didn't prepare properly either. It's not good. Eventually things will go back to normal though. We just gotta hold in there for things, you know. I mean, it won't help all those poor people that have lost their life. But things won't stay like this forever. Eventually it will go away. Eventually. It might take quite a while. I mean, they're saying not really until we have a vaccine will it be really over. That's what they're saying anyway. And getting a vaccine could take quite a while. Andrew Lott says, we had time to do so when the outbreak started. We had time when in Italy got hit bad, but America did nothing but sell stocks. Thankfully, the government in Australia here, they acted pretty quickly. They closed down international flights quickly, which helped, I think, a lot. Helped the spread, to stop the spread. They're starting to reopen in this country, and I think it's a bit premature personally. I think that we should be being in Australia much more careful and not reopening quite so quickly. But hey, who am I? I'm just some poor person that has to live with it. The government will make the decisions they want to make. They ain't gonna listen to me. Just because it's such a terrible human malware, it's just, you know, the risk of getting really seriously sick and dying are really huge. And that's the scary part about it. I might just do a cut through here. And I might do a cut there. I'm going to join that up there. Top piece is going to be a real problem to try and do a cut on. I can see it already. It's a really weird piece of geometry. A cut there. Okay, let's do an unwrap and an optimize and a pack. Okay, we're having a bit of a problem here because I need to do a cut. Let's do a cut. I have to do a cut at the side so I can see what I'm doing. Alrighty. Most of our cut lines are along the back where they'll never be seen. So let's send that back to Max. Okay, let's work on this piece now. Send that over to Ryzen. Let's see how the automatic tools go with this one. Not great. Let's try a different one. Nope. This one. Not bad, but we can just do a bit of cleanup work on it. Oh, sit up straight. Alright. I know I have a bad habit of slouching. Not good. There we go. Sitting up straight. I've been told. Channel Points told me I have to sit up straight. Andrew Doss says Ryzen seems to hate simple geometry, though the last unwrap is nice. Yeah, Ryzen is funny. The program is funny. Sometimes it can do really complex automated unwraps easily, and other times really simple geometry it seems to lose its mind. Who can figure? That's okay. We can use the automated tool to get us 90% of the way there, and then we can just do some cleanup work by hand. It still saves a heap of time, even if you do have to do some of this manual stuff. That should be good. Let's send that back to Max. So what do we got left? This bit here. Let's send that over to Ryzen. Okay, let's try this one. No. This one. Again, we'll just do some cleanup by hand. Let's do these ones. And these ones. We're almost ready with our assets. Don't think there's too many more after this that we have to do, and then we can jump into Unreal and start putting the study together. Now again, if you want to play the game, buy and play the game, you probably shouldn't watch the dev streams when I jump into the engine to start putting everything together, just in case there are spoilers. Like I might mention something while I'm making the room or setting up the scene that might spoil the game for you. So that's a fair warning for you guys and girls that might want to play the game. I'll do my best not to spoil things for you if you do want to watch the stream, but I can't promise I might not say something that might be a spoiler for the game. So. There will be spoilers, Android Lust says yes. I'll try my best not to, but there probably will be. So keep that in mind. Watching these streams, you're safe. I'm not going to be saying or doing anything that'll be a spoiler for the game, but when I actually jump into Unreal and start putting everything together, it probably will be you may get spoilers, so. Okay. Accidental spoilers. Yeah, that's right. The accidental spoilers, like I'll be talking about why I'm putting this here or what I'm doing. or what I'm doing this for, and that might be a spoiler to something in the game. So, but again, I do my best. Well, I'll do my best not to do that if I can. Just undo that. So I will try. I will try to not have spoilers, but I can't promise. But even if they are spoilers, they're not going to be game breaking. Like if you see it, you're not going to be able to. It won't ruin the rest of the game for you. It shouldn't anyway. They'll just be small spoilers here and there for different things, bits and pieces going on in the game level. Now, the guys and I, the studio in the game, we'd use the Substance plugin inside of the engine that you can download from Adobe's website. If you use Substance Painter, you can download this free plugin that you can install inside of UE4 so that you can load your SPSR files up directly if you wanted to. And we were using that plugin because we used it when we created the landscape, because we have like a 6-layer, multi-layer landscape material going on. But unfortunately, I actually spent last night, I spent a couple of hours removing every reference to that plugin from the game because Adobe did not update that plugin quickly enough. Like Epic Games released Unreal 4.25, but there's still no recompile plugin from Adobe for the new version. And Adobe they take way too long. Which basically meant you couldn't really load the game up in the new version of the engine until Adobe get off their ass and recompile the plugin. You can't recompile the plugin yourself like we do with a lot of our plugins for the game because Adobe don't give you the source code, which is fine. It's their source. That's cool. But come on, Adobe. You knew that 4.25 was coming for months. It got up to 7 previews before Epic released it. There was no reason you shouldn't have been able to release an updated compiled plugin immediately as soon as the final version went live. So last night, it gave me the shits. So I've completely removed any references to the plugin from the game. So from now on, I don't have to wait for Adobe to get off their ass and update their plugin. We can update the game to every new version of the engine without waiting. So, come on, Adobe. You're a big company. You have a lot of money behind you. There's no excuse not to update your plugin in a much more timely manner. Anyway, that's Phil's bitching for the day. How are we going for time? Alrighty. I think that's okay. Let's send that back to Max. No, I think that probably means we have UV mapped everything. I don't think I forgot. Oh, no. I think I might have forgotten this piece here. Yeah, I think I forgot that piece. Let's send that over the horizon. This can be mapped up real quick. It's just a box, really, with a couple of holes cut in it. So we'll use this mapping tool here and we're good to go. Send it back. Alrighty. Echoplex, I'm assuming. My apologies if I'm mangling your username. Hi Echoplex says, what do you think about Boolean modeling workflow for games? I love Boolean modeling. That's basically how this piece was created that you see just that I'm just UV mapped here. That was created using Boolean. So it was a box with a cylinder that was cut out to use the cutout. So yeah, no, I'm all for Boolean modelling in games. Echoplex. Okay, so I know a lot of people don't like Boolean modelling, but I think it's fine. It can be a bit of a pain to work with sometimes, but no, I like it. All right, now we're going to attach these pieces together, and then this is going to be a separate piece because this is going in the fireplace. So let's attach these two pieces together. I'm just going to collapse my stack and attach. And we're going to call this one Fire Grate. And then these ones, we're going to collapse our stack and attach. The fire tools, you're not going to be able to pick them up in the game, so we'll just make them all one object. And we're going to call this one Fire Tools. I'm just going to reset the pivot on this object as well to make it easier to move around when we get inside the game. Same with this one, just want to make sure it's centered. Android Lost says, depends on what the asset's for in my opinion. Yeah, well that's true too. It is, it really does depend on what the asset's for, and you are right. But I don't have anything against Boolean modelling. I use Boolean modelling occasionally, or it depends on what the asset is really too. Okay, so now we just need to repack our UV. So we're going to throw an unwrap UVW down and get Max to do a repack. So our textile density is even. Just going to see if I can't get a better pack happening here. I'm going to fill holes. We'll do a rotate clusters as well on this one. No, that's as good as it's going to get. We need to do a pack on this one as well. I just want these pieces to all run in the same direction, so I'm going to rotate these around, making sure angle snap is turned on. The same with these pieces here. Okay, get Max to do a repack. We'll turn off rotate and we'll keep fill holes on. Good. Let's check our textile density really quick by throwing a checker pattern down. We'll go to 20 by 20 tiling. And our textile density looks good. Come on, Max. So let's remove the checker pattern now. Let's do a quick save. I'm going to save it as revision 2. Good. So I think tomorrow when we come back we can start texturing this up in Substance Painter, but I wanted to show the car that Android Lust has been working on. It looks really cool. So again, if you jump on the Discord server and go into the gallery, you can check out Android Lust's car. Just wondering why my website's scaling is so big. Why can't I see the scaling? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, Microsoft. 100%. Yep. Okay. Now let's check out Android Lust's work. This is a car Android Lust is working on for the background. I love the fact that you give me links that are, or images that are nice and big so I don't have to scale. Makes it much easier and better for me if you want to show anything in the gallery. If you can, render it at 4K, even if your monitor isn't a 4K monitor, just because that means I don't have to do any scaling. If you can't, then that's fine, but it makes it easier. Well, that looks so cool. I love the design of these cars. They look so cool. And the texturing is really nice as well, Android Lust. Really nice. Echoplex says, I'm almost done with a project of mine. What's the best way to present it in my portfolio on ArtStation? Well, you can either use a program like Marmoset Toolbag to do a render for you, or you can just do a render in your 3D program. Like, say you want to set up a couple of lights. Say you want like a fill light, a key light, and a backlight. I usually use 3 to light the model and then render it out. If you want to do a turntable, that's a bit different again. So if you want to do an animated turntable of your model rotating around, you can still do that in a 3D program. You could do it in Marmoset, much easier to do in Marmoset if you wanted to try that program. I generally use my 3D program to do my renders, my beauty renders. So yeah, take a beauty render of the rendered model, so some nice lighting, render that image out, and then you might want to show an image of like an occlusion render with no textures on it, so that people can see what the model looks like, not textured. So you have your beauty render, which is your model all looking pretty with textures. You have another one which is an occlusion render, which is the model without textures on. And then some people like to show the geometry, so they like to do like a wireframe or an edged face view of the model, so that people could see the polys and that sort of thing. I don't tend to do that personally, but some people like to do that. So yeah, a couple of beauty shots from different angles on the model, maybe a couple of occlusion renders or a occlusion render on the model, and if you want to, then like a wireframe view of the model. That's generally Ectoplex the way you would do it. Android Lust says, my first experience with Boolean was bad, so I've steered away from it for a while. Again, Boolean modeling can be problematic. You can get some really messy geometry from Booleans. But generally, when you get messy geometry, it's because the underlying mesh is probably a bit too low poly. There aren't enough verts to get a good Boolean, whether it's an intersection or a subtraction or whatever. You need to make sure you've got enough vertices to make that happen properly. It can create problem meshes. It can, if you're not careful. Android Lust says, and it was bad because of user error. Android Lust says, yeah, I love GPU rendering for easy 4K shots, yes. And again, I know it might be a big ask for you to give me a 4K image, which is fine. I can zoom in. It's not a problem. But your work will look best on my screen because I use a 4K monitor when I stream to Twitch, if it's a 4K image. That way I won't zoom in and you won't get pixelation and stuff. Like Android Lust's work here, which are nice and large. Yeah, and again, I love the texturing you've done, Android Lust. It looks really cool. I love the stylized look of the cars as well. Very nice work. Well, what's the name of this car? Bulbo. Bulbo. Oh, I love it. Oh, wow. Not Volvo, but Bulbo. I love it. Love it. Love it. That's very funny. It looks great. Nice texturing, like I said. Bulbo. Oh, wow. But yes, no, I do like the way you've done your texturing. It looks cool. And the models are very cute. They're cute. The only way I can describe them, they're cute. Nice work. I can't wait to see the final image put together, Android Lust. It's going to look really cool. Hey, thank you for showing them on the stream. And again, if you do want to join the Discord server, guys, click the link I've just popped in Twitch chat. Or at any time, you can click in the panels below my stream. There's a little blue graphic that says Join the Phil Does 3D Discord. You can click that. That'll give you an invite link to join the Phil Does 3D Discord server, where you can show off your work or post links into your work in the portfolios section. Okay. But I think what we might call that a day. We'll pick up where we left off tomorrow we will texture up this fireplace set. And if we get that done quickly enough, because we got 3 assets done, well, 2.5 assets done today. We got a pen, UV mapped and textured. What else did we do? The pen. So I've already forgot. Oh, that's right, the candle, the desk candle, and we UV mapped up the fireplace set, so we can start texturing it up tomorrow. Android Dust says, I have to stop slacking or starting new projects, but so far I'm still chipping at this one. Stop slacking and starting new projects. That's okay. Sometimes I get bored when I work on something. If I worked on it for a while, you can get bored. So it's always nice to start something new and come back to it later on. Don't work on it if you're not feeling it. And yeah. So tomorrow, finish off the fireplace set, start on something else. We're nearly done with all the assets for the study for the game. So soon we will be jumping into the Unreal Engine and start putting it all together. But we're still doing some of the assets at the moment. We've only got a few more to do. I think I've got to do the floor. I'm going to reuse the wall. Anyone that's been watching my streams and saw me putting the building together knows that we have like this this skylight that's in the main central stairway. I'm going to reuse the paneling we used for the skylight in the study and in the sitting room. We're going to make a couple of changes to it, small changes, but I want to try and reuse the same assets that we used for the wall paneling for the skylight for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's going to help to tie the whole thing together and look more consistent, because we're, you know, in a real building, they would generally use the same type of paneling in many rooms. So that, and also because we want to try and reduce the amount of new textures and stuff that we're introducing to the game, because we don't want to blow out the budget for all of our models and stuff, the memory budget on the video card. So we're going to try and reuse the same panels that we use for the skylight, but we can tackle that when we jump into the Unreal Engine. I do want to thank you guys very much for hanging out with me today and for watching and being here. I will be back on again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time in the United States. That's 10 a.m. if you're in Australia, or around 1 a.m. if you're in the UK or Europe. You guys take care. Have a good night, good day, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. See you guys.